Alright, I'm here to talk about NBA basketball. Well, NBA basketball in this area of North Carolina? What? Okay, basically my point is I want to try to talk to you and persuade you into thinking that NBA basketball is at least on par, if not better than pro basketball, which is a fairly uncommon opinion around here, wouldn't you say? After all, we do live in Tobacco Road. Tobacco Road, oh yeah, that part that goes from Apex to Durham. No. I'm talking about, it's like slang. It's like a nickname for this area. Not a whole lot of people around here use it, but most people outside of the state. You know that area from NC State, Duke, Wake Forest, UNC. Those universities that excel at college basketball, whether it's producing superstars that we have jerseys of, or t-shirts, posters, whatever, or just winning championships. Those universities, we're kind of like connected to them to a degree. We were born and raised near them. We have parents that went there. We want to go there. We have all these sort of connections to them. So, you know, after those lifetime experiences, we're a bit biased, wouldn't you say? Maybe, maybe not, who knows. Regardless, being born and raised here, you can't not be aware of it or knowledgeable of it. It's in everyday conversation, it's in water cooler talk. You just see people wearing shirts. It's hard not to be aware of what's going on with college basketball around here. I mean, when that shot went off against UNC, who didn't talk about that? I mean, that was crazy. Anyways, we're all affiliated with it. We're all knowledgeable of it, especially myself. I've been to games, we watch games. Might not be the most professional resume, but, you know, we've all been there. My main points, though, however, when talking about NBA being on the same level as college basketball, is the athleticism. Completely on a different level from college basketball. The pressure that these guys perform under and the performance that they deliver, insane. I'd like to knock down a few stereotypes too. It's kind of ridiculous the perceptions that people have of these professional athletes. And I'd like to downplay some of the hype that college basketball gets. Okay, but my first main point, athleticism. Just look at that guy. Come on. That's like a Greek god compared to this guy could be playing center for Wake Tech's basketball team. I'm not even sure if we have a basketball team. Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, we do. Oh, okay. That guy probably plays for him. That's the same guy. This guy's like a Greek guy. When you want that guy playing on your basketball team, he will block your shot and spit in your face. That guy, he's just, trying to pass. Regardless, though. These guys are able to do more. It's like incredible. A couple of years ago, there was a slam dunk competition. Blake Griffin jumped over a car and dunked and got like perfect 10s. That is insane. Can you imagine some collegiate athlete doing that when he's trying to study for exams and whatnot? He's just trying to be on the basketball team to try to help out with this game. And I'm not talking about the basketball game. I'm talking about, popularity around campus helps. Okay. Some of these guys, they're like the best athletes we've ever seen. LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. We've never seen guys like this before, even if you've been watching basketball your whole life. They're like the best at their respective positions in like the history of basketball. And like I said, Blake Griffin jumping over cars, mine is still blown about that. But yeah, these guys are like the best athletes around. Don't you want the best? I mean, come on. You don't go to the store and get like generic potato chips. No, you want Doritos, the stacked ones that have all the flavor on them. I mean, come on now. All right, another topic: pressure. Let's think of some names: Kobe, Michael Jordan, LeBron, Steph Curry, etc. These guys have so much pressure on them. Someone like this, they've got just a college campus, pressuring them and whatnot. Someone like this, they have a whole city, a whole state, a whole area. Everyone's riding on this guy. This guy needs to live up to his contract. This guy just needs to live up to a scholarship. No one cares about scholarship, except for us maybe. Those guys don't really care so much. Anyways, professional athletes practice their whole lives. Their whole lives. I mean, just imagine. You hear these stories about these guys making the NBA. They talk about how they've been practicing since they were 5. They have that imaginary countdown going off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, swish. They have all these stories. They've been practicing their whole lives. They're used to it. Someone that's 18 to 22, they could fall under that pressure. And they commonly do. Let me knock down some stereotypes. One thing that many people say is professional athletes don't show any effort. They don't show any desire. Well, they play more than 82 games over 5 to 6 months. That's kind of insane when you're playing against the best athletes in your respective field. So you kind of have to conserve it. I can understand that. College basketball, sometimes they play about 30, and that's spread out about the same amount of time. Yeah, some athletes, no, they're paid too much. Like, oh yeah, some guy gets $100 million. Yeah, but guess what? In an NBA arena, you could have like 18,000 people show up to a game. Most people are paying about $50. That adds up. The market is high for these guys. So, I mean, that's how they get paid so much. You know, it's sad that a teacher at Wake Tech, let's just say, doesn't get paid the same amount. But hey, the market isn't as high for those people, unfortunately. All right. Another thing that's kind of ridiculous is that basketball lacks diversity. Okay. Oh, it's a bunch of African Americans playing basketball. And yeah, NBA.com does say that 76% of the athletes in 2013 opening night were African American. Okay. But at the same time, they had 84 international players, according to CityLab.com, at that same opening night. No other of the major sports have that many. In comparison, there's about 400 people that play in the NBA at the same time, well, at that opening night in 2013. So that takes up a good percentage of international athletes. That's pretty diverse, if you ask me. Anyways, another topic I'd like to hit on is trying to downplay college basketball for a second. Like, how could I? How could I? Anyways, these guys, they're busy. They're stars on their campus. They have to study, they have exams, they have personal lives, they have to work. Some of them even have children. They have more things to do than just basketball, although that we can't always see that. So they miss easy shots. They're more prone to missing layups. 3-point shots, sometimes they miss them wide open. Fundamentals are kind of lacking. They don't get the practice that professional athletes get. And like I said, only 18 to 22. We put too much pressure on these people because their priorities are different than what we expect. And obviously we're biased because we have these great college campuses around here. In conclusion though, I'd just like to remind you guys about some of my main points. The athletes are a lot better. The athletes are at least on par. I mean, the athletes are better, obviously, but the game is at least on par, if not better, because the athletes are out of this world. The athletes they perform under pressure constantly and consistently. And like I said, there's a lot of unnecessary stereotypes out there that are really bringing these guys down. And like I said, biggest example, Steph Curry. He's lighting it up all over the NBA right now. Who did he play for in college? Nobody knows, but he's tearing it up in the NBA. Why not choose this league over that one? That's it. Yeah.